Rise. Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the mouse.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Is Miss or Mrs. Mouse?
It's Miss Mouse. I remarried.
Okay. Mrs. Mouse, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So, my ex-husband, was in jail for a while, and I found out that he is currently making more than $20,000 extra than what he previously stated. And so I would just like some help raising the kids.
Okay, if he makes $20,000 more extra, why did you need to tell me that he was in jail previously?
Because it was not on the record that he was making $20,000 more, and I'm not exactly sure where he's getting it now, but it's fine.
All right, folks, get ready. This case has everything. Money, drama, and a courtroom showdown. Miss Mouse is taking her ex to court, claiming he's now making way more money than he admitted to before he went to jail. Now he's out, walking free and reportedly pulling in a hefty paycheck. Miss Mouse says it's only fair she gets more support for their kids. Sounds reasonable, right? But hold up. Judge Vonda B isn't about to tolerate any games. She's locked in, ready, to cut through the noise and deliver some real justice. And trust me, the twists in this case? Oh, they're just getting started.
Okay, I was just confused as to why you were bringing that up, because obviously if he went to jail, he served his time, and that's not relevant to any money. Unless you're trying to, say that he got the $20,000 from wire money in prison or jail or whatever.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're just going to leave that alone, okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
Yes. I pay the kids' health insurance.
Okay, how much is that?
$201.
$201.
Yes.
Is that for you and the children, or for you? The children only.
The children only.
Okay, got it.
Yes. And our little girl is about to start competitive cheer, which of course everyone knows is incredibly expensive. And our boy's about to start baseball, which is again expensive. Right. And I pay for everything: the food, the water, literally every single thing. And
I believe every other person that is in here probably pays the same thing.
Of course, yes.
Let's talk about the children.
Yes, but I would just like a little bit more since.
Hold up. Did you catch that? Miss Mouse's ex just revealed he's making more money now, even though he was in jail not too long ago. Legally, his past time behind bars doesn't wipe the slate clean when it comes to child support. What matters is his current income and ability to pay. Unless that cash is coming from shady sources, the judge isn't interested in excuses. Family court doesn't care where you were. It cares what you can afford now. But the real mystery, where's that extra $20,000 coming from? Stick around. This case just took a sharp turn.
All right, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what she said?
So, her husband, Joe, makes plenty of money. He is a board member on a private equity group.
Okay, what does Joe have to do with this case? Is he the father of either of your children?
No, but they're on his insurance.
All right, so that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. So she's not really paying for it out of her pocket, is what I'm saying. Okay,
well, it's not required that she pays for it out of her pocket. It's only required that the children are covered, and you're not doing it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're not going to throw daggers in here.
Okay.
You threw a dagger at him, now you want to throw a dagger at her. That's not what this is about. This is strictly about money for these kids.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Can we keep it about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now continue.
So I was in jail, and I've been out for a couple of years now.
All right.
And I was not making $60,000 before I went to jail.
All right.
My wife and I, my ex-wife and I, had a shop that we ran, and after going to jail, I came out. When I was in jail, I've met a couple of guys that invited me into a program to help kids with special needs. When I got out, and they gave me a job, and I recently got an endorsement to help fund a new gym that we are starting.
Okay,
again,
now we're getting to the important
for children
stuff.
with special needs.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said television endorsement, or
Yes,
is
ma'am.
this an endorsement that's not on television?
It will be. It will be on television, and it will be the endorsement will also be for marketing for the new gym that we are opening.
Great. So with this endorsement, how much money will you be making a year?
So it's not. It will be going to our business. It will be an additional $22,000.
The tension's rising fast. Miss Mouse's ex is suddenly claiming he wasn't making $60K before jail. But now, thanks to a few connections, he's pulling in $82,500. That's not just a bump. That's a leap. And let's not overlook the fact that he dodged the income question twice before finally admitting the truth in court. Here's the deal. Honesty matters. Big time. Judges don't play when it comes to numbers, and trying to downplay your income is the quickest way to watch your child support skyrocket. In court, transparency isn't optional. It's the only smart move.
Handicap ramps and special.
You're saying a whole lot, not answering my question.
Okay.
So how much will you be making a year?
I'll be making $82,000 a year.
$82,000 a year. Okay. That's a nice little piece of money. Okay. And so you do understand that you will be paying an increased amount in child support based off that endorsement, right? And although, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And although it has not started yet, it's getting ready to pretty soon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So because of that, we're going to base your child support off of that $82,000. That's the right thing to do. It wouldn't make sense for her to have to come back once it takes effect and ask for the increase. It's going to happen today.
Okay.
All right. So based on based on what you provided in court, is $82,500 that you'll be making. Were you trying to shortchange your children?
No, ma'am.
So why didn't you tell me the additional $500?
I apologize, ma'am. $82,500.
You knew the amount, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you come in here to play games with me?
No, I did not, ma'am.
Okay. So $82,500 is
ma'am.
what you make a year.
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Okay.
Correct.
So based on that, I have your gross at $7,000 a month for a net of $5,482.88. Do you have any other children outside? These are your only two children, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So based on that, I have your child support obligation at $1,370.72. Oh, wait. She pays health insurance. So you have to reimburse that to her, correct?
I do not, ma'am.
Well, now you know. You have to reimburse that to her. You're more than welcome at any time to enroll the children in your own health insurance program. But as of today, based on her testimony, it's going to be $201 that you reimburse to her. So when you add that to your monthly child support obligation, it comes down to a total obligation of $1,571.72.
Boom. There it is. The judge just set child support based on the ex's full $82,500 income. And honestly, that's how the system is meant to work. When income rises, so should support. It's about keeping up with the real cost of raising kids. Competitive cheerleading, baseball, school supplies, it all adds up fast. But here's the debate. Is it always fair to raise support just because someone's making more? Or should it depend on what the kids actually need? What's your take? Should increased income mean higher child support automatically? Sound off in the comments below.
And if it's not, I suggest you go do something else in increasing your income or whatever it is that you have to do.
Of course.
Okay. Do you all have any other questions or concerns for me before you leave here today?
I think I'm okay.
Why are you smiling so hard?
I just thought it was humorous that his job is reflecting on kids with special needs, and he's just going out of his way to do stuff for kids with special.
Okay, can we talk about that smirk? Miss Mouse was all smiles after the ruling, and sure, it was a win for her, but Judge Vonda shut that down real quick. She called out the attitude right there in court. Because here's the truth. This isn't about scoring points or getting petty revenge. It's about the kids, plain and simple. Whether you're Team Miss Mouse or not, one thing's crystal clear. When you walk into that courtroom, you show up with respect. The judge isn't there for the drama. She's there to make sure justice gets served. Period.
Kids, but now that he's making an effort to try to help them, it makes me happy.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, but that smile was snarky. That's not cute. And that won't be tolerated in my courtroom. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all will be dismissed.